let's talk about Popeye's money. You want to tell everyone at home what I'm talking about?
Oh man, I forgot. I forgot about that. Yeah, so I won a $50,000 Popeye's giveaway. The end of 2020. I was sitting on the toilet one day taking a shit, as I do for hours on end every day. And all you had to do was go into the Popeyes app and click a button. And completely randomly by chance, I was one of the people that won $50,000. And they sent me a $50,000 check. Took it to the bank. They said, "What the fuck is this?" I'm like, "I think it's a check." And they said, "You can't do this." And I said, okay,
"For real?"
Okay. They were like hesitant about it. And she's like, "Okay, we're going to take this and like give it a few days. And we got to like run it through some other people." And eventually the check cleared and I got the money. But it was like,
but your bank was weird about it.
Oh, they're fucking weird. First Citizens is like, "No, you don't. you keep cashing these checks. What is this? $250 from a comedy club? Yeah. What's this $50,000 for?" And
but your bank just doesn't believe you're making money.
No, not at all. And I'm like, "I got it from Coca-Cola." They're like, "Okay, all right, sure you did, you dumb fucker." And but I got the money. I got it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was it 50? Did taxes get taken out?
And I had to do that after the fact.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you learn the hard way?
I learned a few things the hard way. I also learned not to fuck around with stocks too much. But
boy,
I've got money. I've got some left. But it's like, it's a life lesson,
Right.
It's hard to not see, like, that's one thing that helped me kind of change my mindset for a little bit, that like it helped instill in me that life is unfair. Because it's like, I would always say like good things don't happen to good people. And then I won $50,000 and I'm like, see, I'm right. So life's not fair. It's not fair that I won $50,000. I'm kind of a piece of shit. I'm sure there are people that are, I'm not well off, but there are people struggling harder than me that probably could have used $50,000 more.
Yeah.
And happy I got it. But it is just another lesson of like, God, the world, the universe, all of it is like a chaotic, random mess. And sometimes it works out in your favor, but most of the time you're like getting in a deadly car accident.
Yeah. Did you have, when you first, like the check cleared and you had access to the money, did you have like a immediate purchase thing, or was your mindset immediately like, oh no, I'm going to be careful and like
one thing. So my mom's very tight with money. When I was growing up, she had this, like, she had a lot of little, like, home remedies isn't the right word, but she had a lot of little penny pinching things.
Okay.
She'd always buy things from Food Line that were on sale. She didn't do a lot of coupon stuff, but she was always like, we don't need new this or new that. You fine with what you got. And one of the things that she would do is like cover the windows of our trailer with tinfoil.
Okay.
Because it's supposed to reflect the sunlight.
Yeah.
Keep the house cooler.
Yes.
You spend less money on air conditioning in the summer.
Yeah.
And that's great until I go to school and they're like, "Hey, Ty, why do you live in a fucking baked potato?" And like, my mom's cheap, man. But the one thing that I did buy that I really wanted was a 72-inch television. Doesn't cost as much as it used to. It was like $700. And I searched for a deal on it too. That was the thing. I was like, I'll drop the money for it, but I am not just going to be like, give me one of them. It's like, okay, this one's good. It's got a long shelf life. There's not any like annoying software built into it that's going to cause it to screw up in a little bit. So
yeah,
that was about it.
Well, you're certainly more financially responsible and careful than I am. I probably would have figured out a way to spend that money in one day.
I did. So I was very close to, this is what, before comedy came back after the pandemic, I was very close to just like, because my lease was coming up, I was like, I'm just going to move back home. I can live with my parents, save more money, and like, I'm going to buy a dirt bike.
Okay.
That was going to be another one. Like, I was going to move back home. I was going to buy a dirt bike and just ride it around the family farm a little bit. And that was...
Where is home again?
Swansboro.
That's Swansboro,
right. North Carolina, yeah. So in between Jacksonville and Moorhead, if you don't know where either of those are, that's fine.